Hey, everybody loves a gold star or a pat on the back. Not the Rudy Giuliani pat on the back from the ShopRite in Staten Island. A regular like attaboy. Right. There's a new study by WorkHuman and Gallup. So WorkHuman's one entity, Gallup's the other. And it indicates formal recognition like good job, way to go, attaboy, may carry more weight for workers than the managers even realize. And
as Gen Z enters the workforce, experts say they expect more attaboys, more recognition. Here to talk about it and what the new workplace recognition looks like are Dr. Misha Ann Martin, Senior Director of People Analytics and Research at WorkHuman, and Ed O'Boyle, Global Practice Leader at Gallup. Good morning to you both. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well,
thanks for having us.
Absolutely. And Dr. Martin, we'll start with you. Tell us about workplace recognition and why is it so important in today's work environment?
Absolutely. See, I love how you introduce this segment. You know, it is very important that people are appreciated. But when we're talking about appreciation, we're talking about more than an attaboy. We're talking about a specific acknowledgement and appreciation of who an employee is and the specific and unique talents and capabilities and contributions that they bring to your organization. It's always important because it affects how people show up to your company. But it's especially important right now as we're not seeing each other face to face as much as we used to. So those bonds between coworkers are slipping. Appreciation is a really powerful way to reinforce those bonds and create a community in the workplace.
So how does the lack of recognition really impact workers in that case?
Yeah, I think it affects how you feel, right? There's a difference between coming to work and doing a job and feeling like just a number, or coming to a workplace where you feel like people see you for who you are and really appreciate your specific contributions. It affects your engagement. You're more motivated to perform. You're more likely, according to our research, to be a high performer. And then the icing on the cake is that people are more likely to stay with organizations that appreciate who they are and their specific contributions as well.
And what were the significant findings from this WorkHuman survey?
So many significant findings. So I will just answer with my favorite. Yes, I'm nerdy enough to have a favorite. My favorite finding is how appreciation affects your life overall, not just your life at work, but your life overall. So people who are appreciated at work are much more likely to say they're thriving in life. That is amazing. Unfortunately, there's a downside to the findings as well. We're seeing that Black and Hispanic employees are having a different experience. They're saying that when they get appreciated, they don't feel like it is authentic. They're less likely to say it feels authentic, and they're less likely to believe that they are being recognized equitably compared to their white counterparts. However, when organizations get this right for Black and Hispanic employees, the impact is disproportionate. So it has a bigger impact on the rest of their lives compared to their white counterparts.
And is there an age gap somewhere in here, or do different age groups sort of perceive, receive this differently?
There is a difference in terms of experience between the different generations and ages, but there is not a difference in impact. So the impact of appreciation on things like engagement, performance, retention, that is universal across generations, across roles, across industries.
Yeah, and Mr. Boyle, in the survey findings, why do workers want to blur the lines between work and home life?
Well, it already is being blurred as this great work-life experiment is taking place, and we're trying to grapple with our well-being at work as well as our performance at work. We learned a couple of things. One is that only 24% of employees actually strongly agree that their organization cares about their well-being. And when they do care, say that the organization cares, they're far less likely to be looking for another job. And so how that connects to this study is that we know that there are three different types types of recognition. There's recognition for doing good work, there's recognition for work milestones, and then there's recognition for life events. And sadly, only 15% of employees in this study said that their organizations are recognizing those life events. But when they are, they're far more likely to be engaged and far less likely to be looking for a job. So we know that a proper recognition program, which by the way is in the control of the organization and the people who work there, has an impact on turnover, has an impact on engagement, which is the energy you bring to your work, and also on your overall well-being, as Misha Ann mentioned earlier. So this is something that's in the control of organizations and something they can do tomorrow without having to make any major changes to their workplace.
Yeah, it's good for the leaders, for the managers and whatnot to understand that they do have this impact, positive or negative, whichever direction they choose to go in, that they can have a really big impact.
Where can folks go for more information on all of this?
They can go to workhuman.com, workhuman.com, and go to the resources section. We have a lot of research on this topic, and you can find it all there, including our latest research with Gallup.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Misha Ann Martin, Senior Director of People Analytics and Research at WorkHuman, and Ed O'Boyle, Global Practice Leader at Gallup. That is all food for thought.
Yes.
Thanks for taking some time with us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Have a good morning.
All right, you as well. Hey, Lisa, great job. Great show today.
I'm too old for that. I don't expect it, man. I was born in '78, everybody.